So, ooh, interesting. Ooh, interesting. It's Rose and welcome back to Cheap Lazy Vegan and another video. So today we are going to play around with the air fryer once again, okay? I want to try out some new things in the air fryer, so you guys are going to come along with me. We're going to give this a go together. I'm very excited because today's theme is going to be Korean inspired air fryer recipes. So all of these are going to be inspired by Korean food, which of course I love. And if I succeed in any of these, of course I will have a blog post with all of the written recipes, so definitely check out the link down below if you guys want the written recipes and the measurements for everything here. So anyways, let's just jump straight into recipe number 1. All right, you guys, so the first thing I want to try making is Korean rice cakes. You guys know this by now. This is Tteok, which is Korean rice cakes. So there's like a thing where Korean people like pan fry like rice cakes and then dip it in like honey or something, but obviously we're not gonna do honey. But I'm thinking that we can throw it in the air fryer, make it crispy on the outside, and it'll be soft on the inside, and it'll be delicious, and then I'll dip it with maple syrup. It'll be so good. So that's my vision. So first, I actually had my frozen rice cakes just sitting in some cold water for a while. So now it's like thawed out, and yeah, so now I'm just gonna take it out of the cold water. And I think I'm gonna add a little bit of oil. All right, so we're gonna add a little bit of oil, and then I'm just gonna let it all coat, massage, okay? Give it a nice massage, okay? I mean, the point of using the air fryer is to like use less oil, so maybe I'll just stick with a small amount of oil. I mean, it's very easy, okay? We are just air frying rice cakes. So make sure they're not like sticking together, they're all like separate. Okay. All right, I mean, very simple. Let's pop it in the air fryer. By the way, if you guys want to grab an air fryer, I'll leave some links down below. I think this one, the one that I use, is not being sold anymore, but I'll leave some links down below. This one is an air fryer like oven. So it kind of works as like an oven slash air fryer, which is awesome, but you can buy the other ones as well. Oh, best thing ever. So I always do like, my safe number is 370 degrees Fahrenheit. So I'm gonna try that. And then we're gonna do, let's say like, let's start with like 8 minutes and see what happens, okay? All right, you guys, let's check up on the Tteok. How many minutes was it? I forgot. So, ooh, interesting. Ooh. Interesting. It's like puffed up. I was expecting it to brown, but it didn't really brown. I'm thinking maybe I'll need another couple of, you know what? Let's do another like, I'm gonna switch the trays, okay? I think I'm gonna try another like 370. I'm gonna try 400 degrees Fahrenheit and do like 3 more minutes, and let's see what happens. Oh my gosh, so they didn't brown up as much as I would like, but it feels nice and crispy on the outside, and it almost feels like it's puffed up a bit. So I feel like it's gonna be really, really nice and soft in the inside and nice and crispy on the outside. And I have here some brown rice syrup. You can also use maple syrup, but I feel like brown rice syrup, I feel like it feels more like honey, you know, look at that thickness. Anyways, you can dip it in whatever syrup, maple syrup, agave nectar, brown rice syrup, whatever. But let's give it a try. Ooh, look at it. What a snack. Okay. You guys, it's exactly how I imagined. Nice and crispy on the outside, soft in the inside, soft and chewy. That chew is so good. I'm gonna try it with a little bit of maple syrup. It's good with both. Absolutely delicious. Oh my god, I can't stop. I'll stop. Alright, you guys, so the second recipe I'm gonna try is going to be soy curls. So I'm gonna make like Korean chicken, but using soy curls. So if you don't know, soy curls is basically dehydrated pieces of soy meat. It looks like this before it's rehydrated. Although these are kind of like crumbly pieces I have left over, but this will still work, I think. Yeah, they're smaller pieces, but usually they're a little bit bigger. And you basically soak it in water. They basically become like little pieces of soy meat that you can marinate and do whatever you want with. So I love soy curls, and I thought it would go really well with a Korean spicy sauce. So this has already been soaking, so now it's softened, and you want to basically soak it in water for maybe about 10 minutes. If it's really hot water, it softens in like 5 minutes. So I'm just gonna drain the water, and then, yeah. All right, so now we have drained the water, and now I've also squeezed out some of the water. And I'm just gonna put it into a bowl. My vision is I'm gonna coat it with some cornstarch, okay? Let's just, to make it kind of crispy on the outside. Maybe, do I wanna add more cornstarch? Maybe a little more cornstarch. All right, so now what I wanna do is, I don't know if I should add any salt. I don't think I should. The sauce is gonna be enough. Okay, so basically all I did was coat everything in a bit of cornstarch, and I'm gonna pop it in the air fryer, and then we can put together a delicious sauce. All right guys, so now we're just gonna throw this in the air fryer, and hopefully it'll work. I don't see why not. And I'm just gonna throw it in. Once again, let's do like 370. Let's start with like 10 minutes. Yeah. All right, you guys, so while the soy curls are in the air fryer, you can actually mix together the sauce ingredients. So I have here some gochujang, which is Korean red pepper paste. So we're gonna add that into a bowl. And then I also have some maple syrup. You can also use agave nectar. We also have some ketchup. All right, first I'm just gonna give this a good mix just to like make it easier later, okay? So we're just gonna give this a good mix. All right, now we can add in some soy sauce, and I have onion powder and garlic powder here. Put it in, and then I also have a little bit of water as well, just to thin out the mixture. Oh, whoops, okay. And that's it, super simple. Let me give it a little taste. Delicious. It's sweet and spicy. All right, now we're just gonna wait until the soy curls are done, and then we can mix it all together. All right, you guys, so here's one batch done. It looks pretty nice and crispy. Look at that. I wish I had bigger pieces of soy curls, but I ran out, so I only have small pieces. But you know what? I feel like this could still work, you know? So now we have some crispy looking soy curls over here. Look at that. I mean, imagine this, but like bigger pieces. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, now we're gonna add in some sauce. Now, I don't think I need to add all the sauce yet because this is just half the batch so far. So I'm just gonna add a little bit and just toss in the sauce. And the thing is, if you wanna make a different sauce, you could do like a buffalo sauce, you could do barbecue sauce. Basically treat this as like, you know, like wings or something, you know? And add a little more sauce. Ooh, look at that! Okay, you guys, we have to try this. We have to try this. All right, you guys, so you don't have to do this part, but because I love the color contrast, and of course, because I love green onions, we're gonna add some green onions. Look at that. Look at that beautiful pop of color. And of course, we also love to add some sesame seeds on top. Look at that. Oh my God, guys, this looks so good. Okay, we gotta try it. All right, you guys. Time for the moment of truth. Ooh. Guys, this is perfect. Oh my God. Nice and crispy. I actually don't mind the little pieces because I feel like you get more sauce, and I feel like this would taste so good with rice. Oh my God. You gotta try this. It's so good. It's so good. So last but not least, I really want to try making this. Okay, so the Korean word for side dish is banchan. So in Korea, banchan is we have so many different types of banchan. And I remember one of the things that my mom would always make was this like stir-fried potato and carrot banchan. So she would like stir fry with some oil, maybe a little bit of salt, very, very simple. And I seem to remember eating that all the time. So I wanted to recreate it, but like in the air fryer. So like a potato and carrot in the air fryer situation. So I already have a few potatoes chopped up. I'm just gonna thinly slice them, like thinner than fries sort of situation, okay? There we go, lovely. Actually, they're kind of like similar to fries. Like thin fries, you know? Beautiful. Next, also some carrot. So I already chopped up 1 carrot, and I'm just gonna, again, chop it up into thin slices. I like to kind of do this, like diagonal slices like so, and then just like matchsticks like so. Like that. Right. Okay. All right, you guys, so now I'm gonna put the potato slices in a bowl here, okay? And also the carrot. We're gonna put it together. I hope this works out, I don't know. And then I'm gonna add a bit of oil. I don't know how much, okay? I'm just gonna use my hands, okay? And then let's just add a bit of salt, okay? Mix it, bit of salt, a little bit of oil, and I think that's like basically it. Very simple. And I don't know if I'm doing this right, you guys, okay? It's just I'm just gonna call it my own thing, okay? And now it's ready for the air fryer. All right, I'm gonna put these in the air fryer tray. Oop. Just spread it out. All right, throw these in. All right, now we're gonna air fry it. Let's do another 370 degrees. Let's start with 10 minutes. All right, you guys, so this is what it looks like after 10 minutes. I think I need to add it for a little bit longer. I want it to be a little bit more crispy. So I'm just gonna throw it in for another like maybe 3 more minutes. Let's go. Okay. All right, looks like it's done. And of course you can feel free to add more salt. You can just eat it on its own or eat it as like a side dish to some rice. I know it seems weird, it's like carbs, but trust me, I swear, it's like a thing, okay? It's a thing. Anyways, yeah, let's try it. All right, you guys, so here it is. Oh my God. Very simple. I'm gonna add a little bit more salt. I feel like it needs it. I don't know. I have rice. You're like, what the hell? Let me see if it reminds me of my childhood. Cheers. I think I can cook it for a little bit longer. The carrots are still crunchy, but it is very tasty. I think it's a little bit crispier than I remember in my childhood, but obviously we use the air fryer, so makes sense, but it's delicious. It's very simple, but it is very good. All right, you guys, so that was my Korean inspired recipes in the air fryer. I think it was yet another success, my friends. I know. I think my favorite was this Korean fried chicken in the air fryer, but not chicken. This was so good, but everything was delicious. I'm so happy with everything. So of course, as always, all the written recipes will be linked down below. So don't forget to check out the blog posts, and of course, give me a little rating if you do end up trying out any of these recipes. The 5-star ratings help me a lot, so definitely give me a little rating. And yeah, if you enjoyed this video, make sure you give it a big thumbs up. And of course, if you're new here, don't forget to subscribe. And if you guys want more air fryer recipes that are completely vegan, I'll link that recipes playlist down below, and I'll also link my Korean recipes playlist down below in case you are interested in that. Anyways, that's pretty much it, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Thank you for watching. Bye.